Hey, everybody. I'm just going to check that I'm actually going live here. Testing new equipment. Man, you can really hear that happen. Just trying to figure out where everything is. How do I get set up again? Bear with me, please.
Whoa.
Hey, you're live, just so you know.
That's nice. My background is pretty loud. Let me know if I should tone it down. How are you tonight?
I think you're great. I'm doing good. I'm just this is like the first time checking out my studio, going live again, using some new software, have things put together, and yeah, thanks for showing up.
My pleasure, man. I love doing things unannounced and kind of crazy because you never know what happens.
Yeah.
And frankly, any opportunity to get to know you better, brother.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm very new to the space. Even though I come with big ideas, I don't know a lot of the folks that are behind the ideas that I'm advancing.
Yeah.
So getting with some OGs and knowing some history is always a good feeling and a good time.
Cool. That's cool. Yeah, so so I'm not sure if I can clip the beginning of this later, but hey everybody, I'm Gary Palmer Jr. You're you. This is Minting Coins. Welcome to the live stream. I'm back making content here with 0x Wizard of Oz .eth or ETH. ETH like teeth.
.eth.
Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the channel. This is an old channel that I had back in 2016, 2017, 2018. We made about a video a day back in the day.
Wow.
And hit a rough patch, a lot of censorship. I was saying a lot of things the algorithm wasn't liking.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing it all back though, and super excited to do these live streams, bringing these Clubhouse, Twitter Spaces, adding the video. Going to call it YouTube. Might do some other things on some other platforms too. But how are you? Who are you?
Me?
Yeah. Might as well introduce yourself at the beginning.
Yeah, no. So they call me now the Wizard of Oz, right? But I'm Josh Hernandez. I'm very, very grizzly and tired developer. I've been doing web since since the late 90s. Started a music community on that side, and it developed into video game tech and content administration tech, and a few startups, a few exits, a few failures, a few quits. Then I went to go manage musicians. Pandemic stopped me in my tracks, and ERC 721 was like reading the Bible for the first time. It just made my mind just fucking explode with what was possible, because even as far back as like 2003 and 4, I was experimenting with cryptography to stream audio from, a Perl script to Flash and decrypting it on the Flash side. So looking at what cryptography had become from an object model standpoint made me really excited to come back to tech, and here we are, randomly on minting coins with my guitarron in the backyard right there. But
yeah, it's a really cool background. You came in here guns blazing with the coolness.
I forgot I had it on. We do the Buenos Dias.East show in the mornings, from 9 Eastern to whatever, usually 10:30. But we have a project called Guitarron.eth with accent.
Guitarron?
Guitarron. And the idea is like a community member mints a guitarron, and it comes in do re mi fa sol la si do, and then 0x do re mi fa sol la si do, and then 0z, and then those are octaves up, octaves down, and then so each guitarron has a tone or notes. So the idea is you're supposed to get with friends to make a song, right, out of the random mints, and like whoever's got the coolest like mixes, like they win bounties that the community throws in, and just to have some fun with NFTs and community and music, and just showing how fun a .eth can be versus a .com,
Yeah.
So,
do you have an example of that?
Not live. This is something we're developing like right now. Actually.
Oh, it's in the throes of it.
Yeah, literally.
This
was in the background to show the team where we were.
Oh! So this is like the secret whiteboard.
Yeah, literally. I just I don't even know how to take it down. I haven't been in StreamYard in like a few days now, so like I know how to put it up, but now I don't know where to take it down. But yeah, here we are.
There we are. Well, as long as it's not too top secret.
It's all good. It's fun.
Cool.
Are you looking at the details? You looking at the
I'm trying to see where all the details, like how do I change the thumbnail? Is there a thumbnail here? Yeah, here's a thumbnail ability.
Mm-hmm.
Need to find something at some point. But yeah, save that. Yeah, I took the link and I pasted the link on YouTube, and the thumbnail was a picture of my face in this very awkward position. So I was like, oh my goodness.
That's what sells now. You got to have the awkward pose, like,
Yeah, I wish it was good awkward. That wasn't even good awkward.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, it's in there's like so many buttons and so many things to get into. I just gotta get the knack of it again, and just go through all the updates and all the settings and updates in this new software here.
It's like riding a bike.
Say again.
It's like riding a bike.
Well, most of it's like riding a bike. There's a couple new features on this bike.
Mm-hmm.
Just a couple. Hey, if you're watching this, we got a couple watchers. Post something in the chat. Let us know you guys are alive out there. Yeah, but yeah, so a couple pieces of new software. We have you and I in here. We have the ability to, add more people to the room. We can get a whole party. I don't know if you know anybody who's up right now, but You can invite them if you want, if you know that they're, you know, good to add good commentary.
Who's good content right now?
I don't know.
Well,
Most people are up on Twitter Spaces.
You would probably have a really good opinion about this right now. I want to know what your thoughts are on what is happening with FTX. To me, I've like stalled deals right now because I think that could change the landscape outside of the elections tomorrow. you know,
it could be another huge crash, right?
Right. Or I mean, or not, and then you have a bunch of people who anticipated that and and fumble. You know what I mean? But where does it all stand right now? Where's the current news at?
I think a lot of people are freaked out. I think that, you know, there is like a huge chance that FTX can fail. What's up, Moonshine Fuel? No, we haven't talked about FTX yet. We're just starting to talk about it right now. Yeah, so I did see right before we jumped on the stream here that what happened, that $22 was breached, and then it sort of cliff dived down.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if you can, if you see the chart online, you can share your screen. Name it. And
yeah, it's down 20%. Whoa,
20%. So
that's nosedive right here.
Nosedived, right?
Yeah. Like tomorrow morning is going to be bad for a lot of folks.
Yep.
Are you seeing it?
Oh, wait, are you sharing your screen?
I'm trying to here. I found it.
I'm not sure if I got to push something here.
I got it.
Oh, I see you're that. All right, now we have that up.
That's crazy. This is nuts.
Look how cool this stream is. Yeah, look at this, man. We have I love this, man. This is good software. Yeah, cool. So let's see what you're saying here. You're saying that we just nosedived, which is what I heard. We broached 22.
Yeah.
And it's down to 18. Dipped, and it dipped some more. Yeah. So basically, how bad is it going to be by tomorrow morning is the big question.
There's your cliff.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, bounced the little slide, bounced some more. Yeah, basically, you know, what happened is that, you know, what happened? Like CZ was getting weird about all the research, threatened to sell, was going to start selling. Sam told CZ, right? I mean, I don't know if you already know this, right? Sam told CZ, listen, I'll just give you the cash over the counter. You know, basically people are like, Sam doesn't have it. Sam only has like $22 million in reserves, like real cash reserves, or like some ridiculously low number. And yeah, and it's at a position where basically one competitor is going to crush the other competitor. He's selling the tokens being sold. They don't have the money to back it up. There's a big exchange on Twitter. I don't know if you want to like pull up a new tab and try to find it with UD. You know what I'm talking about? Bitcoin influencer UDI, I think his name is. I can pull it up too. Yeah, UD. Let's see here. And anyway, he had a tweet where he was trying to get CZ and Sam on a Twitter space. And Sam was saying, yeah, let's do it. And Sam was basically guaranteeing, he was like promising that he absolutely positively was not leveraging the treasury or anything. And if that's true, if that's true, that nothing's being leveraged, we're watching it crash even further as it at real time here. It was just above 18. Now it's below 18. Now it's above 18. So
it's crazy. CZ is at the center yet again of another big crash.
yeah.
And then on top of that, he's also involved with Twitter now too.
Potentially. I mean, he's involved in terms of being he's an investor, and I think he's requested like a board seat or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, people want to talk about Elon Musk having power or whatever, but the real lord right now is CZ for sure.
Yeah.
He holds a lot of power here. So what does happen next to me? Do we need more evidence that maybe this is not a good idea? That maybe we should decentralize the exchanges because the code makes it possible. Like, MakerDAO showed us the way. With DAI, I don't know if you share that opinion, but to me, giving power to one player like this is counter to the whole decentralization play, right? Like, we're talking about people again. We're talking about Zuckerberg. We're talking about Pincus. We're talking about like just names again, versus the systems and the resources that can become available to us with these platforms. Instead of this constant bleeding, at the worst fucking time too. Sadly too, because I do believe that they were doing good work, but
Yeah. So you see this UU screen?
yeah.
I gotta figure out my monitors here. Oh, that does that. Let's see here. Oh, I see. Trying to figure out how the software works. Okay, yeah. So what do you say here? He said like and retweet if you want CZ and Sam to hash it out with me on a Twitter space. Let's see here. There's the original post. It's got to be up in here.
It's good entertainment. The lawyers are all doing the fucking work.
Oh my goodness, the lawyers are. Yeah, so here's Sam's original tweet thread. We can actually get through his tweet thread here now. So it says a competitor is trying to go after us, CZ Binance, with false rumors. FTX is fine, Sam says. Assets are fine. He says that they have enough to coverage all client holdings. They don't invest assets. They don't invest treasuries. Proceeds, withdrawals all continue. The industry is heavily regulated. That slows us down. They have gap audits, $1 billion cash, long history of safeguarding assets.
Not wrong.
And yeah, so basically he's like guaranteeing that they have totally enough money to coverage everything, and they're absolutely not leveraged at all. Is that true? That's I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
It's not going to zero. So 20%. Facebook lost more than that last week. So we can't like freak out every time we see a big dip like this outside of bigger market movements, right? There's a internal confidence thing, but like I said, like Facebook got decimated in the last week alone. Meta, Probably worse.
Yeah. So why is that? It's because the bad news because of their Oculus, and or not just their Oculus, but their metaverse. They put a lot of money into the metaverse. They overextended. Their revenues are down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they could come back, but they're laying off like a couple thousand people now.
And folks are fleeing the platform. So they've
Yeah.
turned into the TikTok repost network. Like the quality of what it was, friends and family, for me, as soon as I put my privacy settings in, as soon as I deleted the dossier they created on me, like with my politics and what I liked and stuff, which I never put any of that in there.
Yep.
As soon as I deleted that, I used to have massive reach on Facebook early on. It just went to zero. Like it was super rare for any of my content to go anywhere on that platform. Now it's just a audio visual overload mess. Like I really don't know what their core purpose is, and then the metaverse product to me is just really debutante-ish. with all the money that the gentleman has, we're just not there yet. I mean, I think we're like a good 20 years away from where folks would do that kind of thing on a regular. Like, are we building it now? Yeah. A lot of the software that I'm developing right now has to do with what those connections are to what avatar is, to what your agency is, to what your IP is, in the metaverse, right? But the idea that we're going to replace working spaces with VR and AR, yeah, there's some folks that benefit from that, modelers, scientists, etc. And I think that's what they're going after with the more expensive product. But they're just ill positioned. It doesn't feel good, right? Like they're being mocked by the games industry. They're being mocked by the media. It's just not a position you want to be in. And it would be good for them to go back to basics. And then losing Samber was a big signal, massive signal, to me, of like the company doesn't know where it's going right now. So.
Yeah, so Moonshine Fuel, real quick, was asking back about the FTX thing. Why is FTX involved with Binance? Something happened with, I don't have the exact details off the top of my head, but something happened where basically, FTX needed money, I think, and they got basically loaned money by CZ. And when CZ sort of like got paid back or whatever, like somehow he ended up with all of this FTT token, which is like the made up Binance, or not Binance, the made up FTX token, right? And so so basically your arch, your competitor, maybe not your arch enemy, but maybe at the end of this it'll be your arch enemy, but your competitor has all of this token of yours, which they can then use to dump and drop on you and undercut your floor price. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And again, if all the client funds are safe, then they should be able to ride this out, right? If clients get hurt, then
well, CZ selling a token the last time that happened, it signaled a downfall, and I think that's what people are associating here.
Yeah. Let me know if you want to share your screen.
Yeah, no, go for it. It's
okay.
right at the bottom.
Yeah, just in case you're sharing something that you don't want shared live here.
No, I was looking it up because you had mentioned it. I remember reading this.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, this is it. They're de-risking. Is that so bad?
De-risking / wounding their competitor.
Right. The days of the friendly competition, the bomb, the Steve Jobs and Bill Gates handshakes or that shit's done. With this kind of money, you can do some crazy shit. So,
Yeah.
but this isn't even my world. My world is like making stuff, working with NFT and tech and all that cool stuff. The utility side, like building on .eth, right?
Yeah. That's your specialty.
That's where we're going.
And so back end stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like what to do, like how to use the token URI, dynamic NFTs, swappy permissions, accessing multi-chains for information, doing cool stuff inside of dApps, making that metaverse connection happen, basically.
Cool. What type of do you connect with other protocols? Like, what do you build on?
It's all Solidity, it's all EVM, right? So through that, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism,
All EMV, all EMV stuff.
Everything that's like Ethereum, virtual machine stuff. So,
Yeah.
The future. Well, the future is now.
So we've talked before, and you seem to be a pretty hardcore Web3 side of things, not Web 2, not Web 2.5, but Web 3.
Yes, like reject 2 to bring forward 3.
I mean, do you see some crossover with Web 2 or Web 2.5? I mean, you see some need for centralization, like for a project, for example, to have leadership, or where are the lines? Where are the lines of centralization and or where are the lines of decentralization, and when is centralization sort of okay for a project or a system?
Well, I'd say case by case, right? But where I look at things that should be decentralized are protocols that can, if owned by one party, can be unfair, right? Like Google being able to own search and also run their ads business off that search, created a massive empire. Apple disrupted Facebook social marketing, and how they did stuff via the phone. So things like that, things that you need to, like a social graph, right? The social graph to me should be a decentralized, open thing where we plug our social graph into Twitter, right, and into Facebook, so that they can't ban us and keep our family and our friends and our ability to monetize and execute our agency because we're not communicating in the way that somebody finds appropriate that morning, right, or whatever. But things like that, right? Like where if one person has the power, they can shut down a whole opposing ideology or whatever. Like they don't let progress move forward. Things stay skeuomorphic and blue and white for 10 years, and apps get super super boring, and websites get super super boring, and everybody has copy paste templates for everything, and nothing's fun anymore, so nobody wants to browse and nobody wants to do anything. Video games then take that same route. Interest declines. That's kind of where I feel
too much centralization reduces activity.
Right. Too much systemization, too much formula, on what we think works for somebody. We apply it to everything, and we have the boring internet. So to me, that's where Web3 kind of comes in, especially with NFT, to make tactile fun again. We lost CDs, but the idea of how people are playing with NFTs and uh, uh, just that whole format, right? And, what's possible with just being able to monetize gamification and creative things outside of creating a big video game. Right? So.
Yeah, well, I look at it like the phone company back in Web 0 or Web -1.
Mm-hmm.
The phone company was one big company, Ma Bell, as they used to call her. And they broke up the phone company, and they made the phone company sort of like a public good. And you had to have more competition, and you had to have more creativity and more business. It created a lot of new opportunity for telecommunication companies, while still maintaining like a strong position, right, for then AT&T. And now the same thing is like true for the internet, is that we have a lot of centralization in data companies. And and it's interesting when you think of something then like Twitter, where it's centralization of the entire community, right? The entire town square.
Right.
And that's when they talk about, decentralizing the Twitter algorithm and letting people choose, the algorithm that they use, that they get applied to, of how they see and what they see.
Right.
Let's see, Moonshine Fuel. There's some kind of interoperability alliance framework being worked on the metaverses. I forget the name of it, but there are several part alliance. Not sure how that would work, but probably through a common layer built. Yeah,
NVIDIA
no.
At the head of this. NVIDIA's at the head of it. I hope to contribute to that project with something that I'm calling Open Avatar, which is just like.
Yep, it's called OMA3, the Open Metaverse Alliance. This is, I'm not sure if this is one that he's talking about. OMA3. Are you pulling it up?
Yes.
I'm going to share your screen.
Oh.
Yeah. So can you zoom in a little bit? Control plus or Apple plus.
What the fuck?
Or control scroll.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. So about us, here we go. OMA3 is a collaboration of Web3 metaverse platform creators. Our goal is to ensure virtual interoperability, probably. Yeah, open metaverse platforms, transparent, open metaverse. What's up, collard greens? I think we can do this. Pop this. Collard greens. Nice to see you back on the channel. Nice to see you watching the channel. How do you like that? Thanks for showing up. All right. Anything interesting here? What is it saying? What's popping out here? Yeah. So this I heard about this recently. Yeah. So these things are gonna happen, and they are not necessarily on purpose, but if these things sort of go unchecked, if these guys get together and start building and don't have proper guidance from the entire community, this could potentially be an attack vector. It's like there should be decentralized entities who are participating in these alliances to help educate these folks, right? They're Okay. Hey, we got a new member in the green room. We got Army. Army. Can you hear me? Nod your head. Yeah, it looks like you can hear me. All right, I'm going to add you to the stream. You're going to be live.
Okay.
Hey, Army, what's up? Army.eth.
Hey, how are you?
Very good.
Good.
Yeah, we're going over all sorts of stuff on this fine live stream Monday. We were just talking about FTX. We were talking about them giving the rope to CZ to hang themselves. We're talking about building backends with OX Wizard of Oz, and now we're going over OMA3. And OMA3 is the Open Metaverse Alliance. And this is an organization of, I think, pretty major companies. There's a section there, OX, that shows who's a part of their guild here. Who is that? Oh, so we got Amiga Brands. Yeah, so that's huge. Yeah. Oh, so this is, yeah. Okay, so this is actually the rival. I remember. I'm sorry. Now this is the rival organization. There's another organization that has Microsoft. Yeah. This is the one you were talking about. There's a rival organization that has Microsoft, NVIDIA. Who else? Adobe. A lot of those big brands. They have their own thing, and so OMA3 is the cool kid club.
You just mentioned something about building backend. What were you talking about?
Yeah, OX Wizard. What were you saying about building the backend and doing hardcore Web3 stuff?
Well, on this front, just to go from here, right? Like you have these alliances because like you said, this is an attack vector. Like if you get to define what .html is, right, for the metaverse, this is a very important thing to own. It's like the format wars, right? They're treating it like that, but they're all kind of like overdoing it because it's just a simple DOM. It's basically just attaching NFTs to things that people understand and can commonly attribute. Like if you're gonna look at how an RPG, when you create your character, right, in the games industry, there's a common language for all those objects. So that's going to translate over to Web3 and metaverse connection stuff. So I'm just cheating and bringing that over on our end, and I call it Open Avatar, and I have that linked at openavatar.eth.limo. So if you're looking to just have an object model to put into your game or to your stuff, here's how to look at it, because you can't go wrong. You just need to rename some things. But it's really just about this part here.
Got it. Okay.
To make everything interoperable. And then we have a platform called Infinity Mint that uses tokens from ETH, Optimism, Polygon, whatever, to feed this object model, to then feed your application, your game, your dApp, whatever, with that information from the blockchain, the EVM blockchain in specific. So, but that's where we were.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, because for example, we had a chat with Nick yesterday, and he was like really, I mean, well, I asked him if he can think in a future where we can build the whole, not just the front end on top of an ENS domain, but also like the back end with like smart contracts and some database with some service that is not created yet. And
I'll show you guys. You guys want to see code work? Is that boring for streaming?
Let's see. Where's it going?
Where's this at?
Yeah. So your product is called Infinity Mint, or your
Yeah, our product is called Infinity Mint. So is Ganesh running? Should be running. Yeah, it's called Infinity Mint, and basically it is a.
Can you zoom in? It's really small.
How would I do that here? If you.
Oh, maybe got to make the resolution. You'd probably have to make the resolution on your whole computer bigger. So
Yeah, let me do that. That's probably a better idea. But here, let me set it up. Why don't you guys say hi? I'm gonna set it up, take out some water, and then I'll run it and see what it is.
I'm gonna push some buttons here, so I can do full screen on that. I can do us down there. I can do us on the side. Okay, so if I put us on the bottom, it makes that bigger. That's good to know. Oh, hey, we got this. What we got here? Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, so part of this stream is us testing all this new studio and testing the new setup, and yeah, bringing some of the Twitter Spaces to YouTube, where we can add some video and reach new people.
Got it.
So yeah, I like the new software we got going on. It makes it really easy to manage everything. So what's up, Army? What are you up to?
Not much, man. I'm too broke that I cannot do anything right now.
NFT rich, cash flow broke, cash broke.
Right. Only my imagination I'm rich, so I cannot do.
Yeah. All of money is imagination rich.
Funny money.
It's all funny money. Yeah. No, I know. It's funny. It's like, it's interesting what crypto and NFTs do to the brain.
Right.
Well, I'm like hardcore. This is provenance. This is like a way to solve royalties in the music industry. It's a way to create attribution and royalties for all human work. And I'm really gung ho about that, and hope that this actually is what I think it is, because to me, that's what was missing from the previous iterations of the web. Like, attribution's rough, and people just copy paste everything. So how do you know when things are being used? But along comes Content ID and the publishing in the music industry, and they're able to use systems pre-AI to identify where music is being used in videos and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's take that a step further with blockchain, where we can certify and guarantee attribution and provenance. That's what it's for, or at least it can be used for that. All right, where's the resolution screen? I never do this.
Wait, man, just sent you the link to get in here, man.
Holy shit.
I always thought
he was like
60 years old because of his voice and his mood.
Who?
You. I always thought that Wizard was like 60 years old.
How do you think I am?
You're like 40s, 30s, 40s, right?
I'm in my late 40s, 47.
Yeah. Your voice is like your voice and your mood are like for an old man.
Jaded.
You could do 0x. You could maybe take a screenshot, and then you can make the screenshot big.
No, I want to show you this live because it's really powerful, and I just need to remember how to do my screen stuff. I'll be right with you. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. 1600 by an old people scale.
Crank it up.
There we go. That's massive.
Oh, you know what else is that some computers have the magnifying glass option too. like a accessibility feature.
Yes.
Yeah, this is cool. I mean, just being able to pull up, like, get all of us. It's like a Twitter space for YouTube. Get all of us in a room. Someone could share their screen. We can talk and show and display the information. This is so cool. Yeah. So what's going on here? So it says Infinity Console. Is this, and before you were talking about Infinity Mint?
Right.
Is
So this
Infinity
is
Mint, Infinity Console the same thing, or is it different?
Infinity Mint has two parts, right? There's the build tools, where the Infinity Console lies, and when you run Infinity Mint, you see the Infinity Console. And then there's the web front end, right? We have every project spits out a React front end that you can customize and do things with. So what I have going on right now is I've loaded it up, and right now I'm in the Party Time project, which is our demo project, and it gives me access to everything, all the scripts that are available inside of Infinity Mint, all the projects that I have inside of Infinity Mint. So I'll go to my projects.
So this is like a client view or a user view, is what you're saying. This isn't like you as a developer. This is like the client view.
Yeah, like you would be able to.
The end user.
I mean, and this will be a web front end, right? Like for beginners as well. But it's like like when you read the BIOS, it's like that kind of menu right now is where we're at.
Yeah. It's all it's the cool style for Web3.
Right. So basically, what I can do here is my current project is Party Time. I can just deploy it right now. I'm on Ganache built in. And it goes. And I can deploy to multiple chains the same project. So I can deploy it to Ganache, switch to Gorelli, deploy it to Gorelli, switch to Polygon Mumbai, deploy to that, switch to Ethereum, deploy to that. Although that's broken. Right.
We didn't see that.
Yeah, no, nobody saw that. We're not going to retry either. That project isn't mine anyway. But basically, this is as simple as, let's say you want to create a minting project. It's as simple as entering.
Like when you say so in this use case, right? So I think like use case, right? So the use case is that a user wants to mint something. Are you talking like a one of one, or what if they want to mint a 10,000?
All right, let's go there.
What are you talking about? You got to help me out here. You're saying make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You're not saying what side of the bread to put peanut butter
on. So these are all NFT, right? So ERC 721, ERC 1155 things, not ERC 20 stuff. Like we don't have any ERC 20 stuff in our platform. It's all NFT manipulation. So I'm making a project right now called Minting Coins, right? I'm happy with it, called Minting Coins. I'm going to call your collection. What do you want me to call the collection? Give me a name.
Call it collection is going to be Roman coins.
Yes. The token name. RCs.
Let's do it.
You can use emojis too. I'm happy with that.
Good to know.
We're going to call them Roman coins. It's a plural. Happy with that. We'll do RC. Simple. Happy. Yes. Static manifest is basically like what we use to tell React what to build the first time. So this is the token value now. This is based on GUI. So we're just going to make this, you know, we'll make it 0 for now, so we can just play with it. I'm happy. Here's where you set the tokens. So infinity is endless supply. Let's just say that this one's 50, right? And let's just say that 1 of 0. I'm happy with that. No, I'm not.
So are we doing a 1 of 1 or what's going on?
It's a series. Like we can set up different. Okay, wait. Let me go back.
Yeah. So it's you can make like the first token is the first token in the series.
So
and you could do 10,000 tokens in the series.
Right. But then you can set up as many projects as you want. Right. So instead of it being like one minting site for one project, your minting site is all the projects, right? Like it's all of your IP, it's all of your brand stuff. It's like all in one. So your Infinity Mint would handle all of those projects at once, all their interactivity, all the management, right? All in one platform.
Okay, I'm a little lost. You are okay. What you're developing, what you are creating, that is ERC20 tokens.
Mm-hmm.
And how does it relates with ENS?
Wait, I thought you were doing I thought you said it was 721.
ERC 721.
Okay, so they are.
Yeah, I mean he's doing ERC 721 tokens. Yeah, so they're NFTs.
How it relates to
ENS
to ENS is it's a back end and front end deployer. So it's for building on your domains, right? Like it's specifically for that.
All right, so if somebody has cars.eth,
mm-hmm.
what would they want to do? What's a use case for someone? If you're consulting with them, what are some ideas? Can they create a website or?
Yeah, they can create their inventory, right? So if they have used cars, they can create their inventory. They can create, everything, Gary. They can create their employee permissions, their stores,
and this is basically creating objects, and the objects are NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of someone in Web 2, somebody would create a website and a database, right? And a database would have a list of employees and what their job title is and when they started working there and what their phone number is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Web 2. There'd be a database, and the Web 2 website would have that information from the database. And in Web 3, we have an IPFS website normally, and you're saying that when we want to pull data, you're creating an NFT. I don't know. I'm trying to follow.
Yeah. Right. So it's the idea that you could take a 721, right, turn it into a wallet object, have within now that NFT the ability to store things like ERC20s, other NFTs. Those other NFTs can represent. I need to pull. There's some updates I haven't looked at, but I'll show you this later. Sorry.
No.
But what I'll do is
I feel like you're giving us like secret information right now. So.
Oh no. So that's the other thing too. Fuck secrets, dude. We need to build this stuff with each other and in front of each other, right? Like,
yeah.
Like look at what's happening to these private guys. I'll just show you what it does, right?
Well, at the same time, these private guys, all their shit is on the blockchain and they're all being exposed, right? Like this was all like independent research that started the snowball with FTX.
This is true. Actually.
So it's not fully private. It just takes a little bit of work from people to put the pieces together.
So this would be the result of one of the websites. So this is our Web3 Unplugged event. right? We use this event to like just bring people together in Chicago, talk about Web3. You can come to this website.
Are we looking at an IPFS website?
Yeah, you're looking at an IPFS website.
Okay.
And
what on this IPFS website is an NFT object?
the website is an NFT object.
The website itself is an NFT object. How is
Number
it?
one.
How is it both an NFT object and an IPFS website?
Because when we mint the Infinity Mint, the website object is an NFT itself, right? And inside of that NFT is the other objects that are a part of it, which can also and most likely are NFTs.
Website object is an NFT. Like basically, where does the IPFS hash come from?
The IPFS hash is the IPFS hash, right?
If the website changes, the IPFS hash changes, right?
That's right. That's right. Well, no, we do that with IPNS, right? So the IPNS doesn't change, even if the IPFS changes.
Does IPNS use GitHub?
IPNS is it's part of the IPFS.
Right. I wasn't sure if that was. I know people use IPNS in order to have their website automatically update through changes in GitHub. But what you're doing has nothing to do with what you're doing has nothing to do with GitHub.
Right. We use GitHub for we use GitHub.
Just repo. Yeah.
Right. We push directly via command line stuff to IPFS. Right. So when you have the option to send it to a server, but like the default option is deploy to IPFS.
Okay, so back up. So we have some user who has cars.eth,
right,
and he goes to Infinity Mint or something, and he can create a web page for cars.eth.
He creates an Infinity, and inside that Infinity, he creates a web page.
Right, and that's an NFT. That web page is then a wallet that goes in an NFT that goes in his wallet, and that NFT is a web page, and is going to spit out an IPNS hash, and so is that going to automatically connect with the content hash and the ENS name?
Yes.
Or does then the user need to automatically or manually add the content hash to the ENS name?
They need to approve the permission for it, right?
Right, but the system does it with your approval.
Right, but there are ways to automate that process as well, right? And that's
how Mimi works,
right?
Same way,
yeah. Well, they're doing web server stuff.
Right? Yeah, but I'm just saying, like you approve it, then it just automatically updates your hash file for you with your approval.
Yes. And then there's IPNS to the rescue again, right? Because you give it the IPNS hash. And then any updates and changes you make.
Do it once. Yeah, you just do it once with IPNS.
It just keeps going, right?
You do it once with IPNS, and then instead of the control being the IPFS level, where's the control? The control is then at Infinity Mint. It's through the Infinity Mint system.
Right, but the Infinity Mint system is self-contained, so it's in your wallet, like it's under
in the NFT.
Correct.
It's not a part of the NFT. Then
right.
It's not a part of the NFT.
Right. There would be separate contracts.
So, yeah, this is really I mean, I don't know what anyone in the chat thinks, but this is sort of like mind-blowing a little bit, right? It's like I gotta rewrap my brain around this. Because you're saying I'm gonna mint a web page. You're saying I'm gonna mint an NFT. That NFT is the web page, and then that web page is gonna automatically control the ENS name, which may or may not be in the same wallet, and then whenever I update, then I'm going to update that NFT, and that NFT is automatically going to update the IPNS hash, and that's automatically going to update. Okay, so let's go to this NFT web page. How do we edit an NFT web page? Can I see an NFT web page? I want to see the edit. I want to see the edit side. I don't want to see the front view. So the front view looks like a normal web page. So I'm looking at a URL. We got marvel.infinitymint.app/something. And it just looks like a web page. It has HTML and JavaScript and images, and it looks like a web page. And if I was going to edit that, like I have an IPFS website, like GaryPalmerJr.eth is an IPFS website. RarePizzas.eth is a IPFS website. And if I was going to update that IPFS website, I would update the HTML, and then I would upload that HTML to IPFS, and then I would copy and paste that content hash into my ENS name. But if you're saying that this web page isn't just an HTML file, it is a NFT, how do I edit this NFT web page? Like, how do I edit the HTML or the objects on the page or the design?
There would be a front end, right, as well. Like, so imagine like Dylan's Heaven's tools, right? Imagine
Heaven's tools,
Squarespace.com, right? Imagine web.com, right? There would be a front end for that. But how it reflects in the back end is this is one version of it, and this is a React version of it. Every Infinity Mint spits out a React framework for you to work in, or Tailwind CSS, eventually Fast.js as well. Like, we're gonna have every fucking platform JS we can do, because then it becomes about the front end folks, right? Making it the dream that they want it to be. But how that looks right now is, for example, this is the Marvel Chicago page that I was showing you just now, and I'll go back to that. This is kind of random. You go here to mint a drink, a Genesis drink, and you redeem it at the bar. They give you the drink, you drink it. Now the drink is empty. On Wednesday, it's full. On Friday, it's duplicated itself in your wallet, and it's in your wallet, and you have to give one of those away to reactivate it. And then when you both drink those versions, they're gone. That's the product, right? How that manifests on the front page is, you're welcome to the Marvel. Here's the thing. Here's some buttons. Here's what we are. ENS Latino sponsoring. What is Web3? We can help you with this shit.
I'm surprised the Friday night happy hour is not all over this.
So the genesis of this idea was me trying to give Kev a minter for his fucking Friday night happy hour pass, but you know, we're slow on the Twitter. And then we started to do a weekly event here in Chicago, and I just like, oh shit, I'm gonna take Whiskey Club and make it real, right? So now it's real. So you mint one of these. It's free for me. I'll mint myself one. Wow, gas is nuts on Polygon right now.
The gas is nuts right now?
I'm just joking. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
Polygon's popping.
What's mad? Why are you mad at me? What are we doing wrong? Do I already have a drink in my wallet? Yes, I do. That's why. All right, cool. So I already have one of these. It only lets me have one of them at a time. So my bad for minting that. So I'll go to the My Magic Drinks. What? Is this the right? It would be awesome if I showed you something that was working right now.
Dun dun dun.
I know, right? What the fuck?
All right, so I'm hearing we need a little bit of some Heaven's tools. Some front end for the user that's going to connect with your back end. This is a lot of back end stuff.
Yes, that's right. Hold on.
Which is very cool. Back end stuff is important.
Because we I focused on that because we didn't. Everybody's working on back end stuff. I mean, everybody's working on front end stuff. Everybody's doing the notions, the web pages. Like, we needed to build tools for for this. Anyway, So here's an
you're
NFT.
so lucky to be doing this in the bear market.
No, man, we started this last right before the airdrop.
You're so lucky to be continuing this in the bear market.
But yeah, here's my token. These are what we call the Infinity Gems. So this is the Infinity Mint wallet. It's not enabled here. If I turn this on, it expands my 721 to be a receiver wallet expansion. So it can receive ERC20s, other NFTs.
What does this mean, Infinity Wallet? Is this just your Ethereum wallet that you're connected to the website?
Wait, where do you see Infinity Wallet?
I thought you said Infinity. It says Infinity Mini Wallet.
Infinity Mint Wallet. This is a gem that you can apply to your.
So it's like an ERC20 token.
And you would wrap. Is that
an ERC20?
No, it's permissions that turn this into a wallet that can receive ERC720s, even ERC20s.
I just don't. I'm just going. I would imagine that I connect my wallet through MetaMask to this website using sign-in with Ethereum.
That's the front. What I'm talking about is giving this NFT right here that same power. So I turned it into a wallet itself, right?
The NFT has its own blockchain wallet.
Yes.
Where's its seed phrase? Where's the seed phrase?
It has it.
So it's containing its own seed phrase, and it's telling you its public address.
That's right.
Okay, you just keep on blowing my mind, man. All right, go
on.
So
that you do that so that now this NFT can receive ERC20s and other NFTs, soulbound NFTs, whatever, fucking 420s, 1155s. Who gives a fuck? Future.
Wow, man, that's a powerful NFT, man. That NFT can be richer than me.
So then we enable that so that we can enable our Ethereum ad service contract, which enables you to put ads and sponsorship contracts on and inside this NFT. Let me go to party time real quick. Anytime. This is a demo I know is working. So.
You sure?
No. But see, here's the thing. I'm not out public. I don't have a buy my coin.
Right.
Buy my NFT. This is going to be a repo on GitHub that you're going to be able to fucking download when we're ready to go. Or you're going to go to our website and we'll provide service level of it. Today would be nice.
It works. It just goes very slowly.
No, it's just mad at me.
Yeah. So spill the beans. Are you like hitting up Satoshi in his DMs, or when are you gonna get this Heaven's tools in the front end?
What we would do
is buy an NFT.
Well, I mean, we just need to integrate it into Heaven's tools, right? Like just give access to. Well, obviously, we would need to plug in those front end tools he has into the structure stuff here, right? Why is this not?
And let me ask you this: how does this lead to, or how does this lead to doing e-commerce in a Web3 fashion?
That's another project.
I don't want to add too much onto your plate.
Well, no. Well, one of the projects that we released to the public was an artist here in Chicago named Goldie, who had a Converse sneaker IRL, which we provided the metaverse URL version of, NFT version of. So you bought it, you got an NFT receipt, right? The NFT receipt contained the PFP of that shoe, which was infected. It contained a few different 3D models, AR included, right? So you can like take pictures of it with the AR camera on iPhone. You can import it into Ready Player Me, and all that stuff. And then it also came with an NFT minter. So if you bought the shoe IRL, you got an NFT minter that minted infected versions of the shoe, so you could share the shoe with people on the internet. So why is this going? It's got to be because like I have a development environment, and I've been like only on the dev side. I haven't been showing live stuff. I probably have to switch some MetaMask stuff. Basically, yeah, I'll show you guys that stuff later. There's a lot here. Unfortunately, like my demo abilities like low at 10:30 in the evening, but maybe on the next stream I'll give you some live examples of how the actual ads work. Wait, I got one. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here's a sneaker with a bunch of ads on it.
All right. So what happened again is like this is a real product. This is a real launch.
So this is a real product. Obviously,
this was a real NFT sneaker,
right? And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NFTs on top of it. This NFT is the official one from a brand here in Chicago named Iridium 77. Like it's the designer Platinum. He does work with like hip hop elites.
Does he make IRL sneakers too? Is that the main thing?
So he's all IRL.
Right. Okay.
We're bringing him into like the metaverse and all that stuff.
Is this a one of one, or are there more than one?
Every sneaker has the ability to mint. So there was 50 sneakers, and every sneaker has the ability to mint 750 copies of itself.
Okay, like CryptoKitties, kind of.
I mean, basically.
Yeah.
Here are all the ones that have been minted for this one shoe, number 0.
So each of these NFT sneakers has its own blockchain wallet built into it.
Yes. Well, I mean,
like an Ethereum base that could receive ERC20 and ERC 7021 tokens.
That's right.
Huh.
If you enable it, right, it has to be enabled. So basically,
and people are graffitiing these NFTs with stickers.
A brand can come to this website, eventually Ethereum ad service.eth, right? eads.eth, and they can create a sticker for either an individual project or for at large, right? Like for the network, and then the stickers can do things from add a bounty, right? Like go to Snoop Dogg's party for an hour with the sticker on, or just put it on your NFT so it shows up in OpenSea, right? We can't do the links from OpenSea, but you can see the logo, right? Things like that. But the user has control over it, and the user gets a bounty from here. Let me see if I can do that right now. So, yeah, let's create a sticker. Oh, there we go. Create a sticker. My sticker is.
And we have a new guest on the stream too, Blue Ben.
So this is creating a sticker.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I at home play with my kid.
Cool. Welcome.
Thank you. My English speaking is very not good, and I almostly just listen to you and watch what you are doing. Thanks.
Yeah, we're just testing out stuff, and 0x Wizard is going over his DApp.
Oh yes, I see. That's cool, and I will pay attention for the project.
Yeah, and what's the? Can people learn more about this 0x Wizard? What's the address?
No, Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, secret stuff. This is all in the DL.
I mean, right now you can go to partytime.infinitymint.app, but it doesn't look like it's working anyway.
Yeah.
Soon. Wait, I don't care to go public just yet. Like I'm literally developing with the community. You know.
Yeah. This live stream is just between us and YouTube.
That's how you create the real FOMO.
Yeah.
All right, so I've created a sticker called Test Sticker, and I'm going to go to one of the shoes that I want to put a sticker on. Go to 0. And it's ready. Oh, this one already has the Iridium sticker, which is dope. There's my kazoo.
So this is Polygon. You're paying in Polygon. This is testnet or live?
No, this is live. This is not Polygon live. Oh, this already happened. Oh yeah. So basically, put the sticker on, and it goes to a website. We do things, you know. It's basically that. That's it. All these are NFTs. So when I create the ad, I can also put ETH in the ad, or another token in the ad, or an NFT in the ad, right? And then the idea is, you know, when you've met the conditions of the ad, you get paid directly right after that. So you don't have this idea of reconciliation from Web 2 or anything like that. It's just direct payment, direct attribution, you know, wallet approved movements, you know, like you'd have to spend a lot of money to false click this stuff, you know? So that's what it is for now.
Yep. Cool. Wow. Well, I mean, there's a lot more that I need to see and like experience and play with, but I mean, those are a couple mind-blowing concepts, thinking that the web page itself can be an NFT, to think how the NFT itself can have its own wallet, to think how the NFT itself can like sort of like be updatable, let it be a wallet, or you know, the art or the NFT users or the creator can update them, and that instantly can affect other variables like the IPNS content hash. Yeah,
it's a new way to monetize in Web3 that's not staking.
Okay, so one thing that you mentioned triggered my attention. You said like the NFT can hold his own wallet. Is that meant to so the NFT can have smart contract functionality, or why?
Yes. It's so that you can create basically an automated avatar on your behalf, you know, that's doing things like collecting ad money, collecting royalties. So the debate right now, right, like it's very strong in the NFT community is, you know, you can't guarantee royalties because the platforms can come and rug your ability to collect royalties. And truth is if you are your own marketplace like this, right, and you own those contracts, then your royalties are unruggable and absolutely enforceable in Web3, and that's literally the promise of the technology to me as a creator. So I just wanted to show the way. This is how you do it. The NFT is such a exquisite object. It's the first time to me in digital that we have a fucking atom. You know, like fuck pixels. Like this is literally like foundational building block of the metaverse. The metaverse exists because of NFTs, not because of 3D or VR, right? The idea of the universe to me is everything that like we can measure and touch and feel. Like that's the stuff that existed before we got here and it exists after we're gone, right? But the metaverse is us. It's like what we create. It's like human creation, music, art, code, video games. But it wasn't until NFT that we could tokenize these concepts in agreement with everybody else and do these kinds of things. So through experimenting with ENS, which you asked me earlier, like how's this related to ENS? So where it started was, as soon as I saw that you could create as many keys as you wanted in an ENS, I was like, oh my god, this is like a super object. I can create a whole fucking like game with like one ENS. I can play Doom and it's like one ENS. Very complicated, very heavy, but you could do it. And then expanding that, we discovered like, well, why don't we just make the websites an NFT? So then why don't we make all the code and all the images and all the paragraphs and all the objects also NFTs? And then why don't we just have attribution for fucking everything? Because that's the point. So that's where we are right now. And we have, like, to me, the first pure non-insert token here protocol for advertising and sponsorship on the EVM. And I plan to do just like just like the ENS, like make that an entity that the people respect, and it has a DAO and it's controlled by the community, you know what I mean? Versus me take this and just become like the next Google, which I fucking totally can, right? But that's not what we're playing here, I hope, right? I want to do it a little different. I've done an ad network before. I have a patent for in-game advertising. So I played this game before, and seeing it play out now with what we have, and just knowing that it can be something that can be completely sovereign, right? Like where you as a publisher or as a brand or whatever know that, like, your ads can't get rugged, or your content can't get rugged, and all that stuff is very attractive to me. So sorry, I'm ranting now, but that's where we are, man. I need to get some water if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, get some water.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think it's super cool, and I really think it's the future, but it's hard for me to really understand the use cases. I mean, I barely, I understand NFTs as JPEGs, and I understand NFTs as ENS, but to start creating objects with functionality based on an NFT, and it's too much. It's too much to process right now. I don't see. I mean, I think I need to connect the dots, because it's a little hard to process how this thing will develop. I mean, in real use cases, I mean, for example, these use cases are simple, but like to imagine the new tendency with this complex NFT, with NFTs with complex behavior. I mean, the guy who discovered that will be like a fucking billionaire.
No, you're looking at him. Well, no, and it's not just me. It's also Lydia Dariz, my partner,
Right.
who I've been working with since she was, I think she was like 17, 18 when she broke into my network. I was managing artists. She was a super fan of one of my artists. She broke into my network to basically like steal his music. I caught her. And we became fucking super friends. And now she's like 23 and the mother of Web3, I like to call her. Because like when we were like just going crazy, thinking about all the things that NFT can do, and then we were like, let's make the website an NFT, let's do all this stuff. I'm my best coding days are done, for sure. But she's connected to the ether. She's like Vitalik level brain, which is amazing. But we're doing, we're doing the other side of this, right? Like the consumer product side of it, I guess.
Back end
Yeah.
consumer product side.
Right, but all with the with the idea of it being interactive, right?
Yeah, I mean, the back end is the hard stuff, and then you got to build the bridges for people to make it accessible to, less technical folk.
And pretty.
Yeah, pretty maybe. I mean, usability is number one. Usability is more important than pretty. But if you can do, pretty too, then sure.
Here's the admin minter. So you can just go in here and mint anybody.
Let me go back again.
But yeah, this is it. I don't want to bore you anymore with any of this stuff until it's like all super fun and ready to go.
No, this is a cool preview. I mean, it's probably more technical than most people are into, but I mean, I like it, so that's cool. It's good. It's good to get like a good insight. Start wrapping my brain. This is still a little bit not 100% in my understanding yet, because I have to actually experience it myself, and I don't know how to phrase it, but mint a web page, see the IPFS website, update the web page, see the change. There's a lot of opportunity there. And what I would like people to do, what I would like to see people doing, is for more ENS names to have IPFS websites. And if this is a tool that can help more people have ENS websites that do cool things, then that's, I think, going to help those people in ENS.
What are we deploying right now at this late hour, ladies and gentlemen? I agree, and it's as simple as, to me, things like what Satoshi's doing are good because it's creating a community. But like, you could just use Notion, dude, like, or Canva, and just or anything.
Yeah.
Fucking save your Google Doc as an HTML. Like, I don't care. Just get something in there,
Right.
Content ID tag. Yeah. That's the mission we have at ENS Latino right now, is getting people to fill not just their avatar, but the content ID. It's important.
Yeah. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Yeah, we definitely need more people. I mean, I think only 1% of ENS names have it set right now.
Yeah, that's too little.
Yeah, there's like 2.7 million names registered.
Wow.
And 1% of those names, 1%, which in the world of metrics, it's good to start somewhere.
That's not bad.
And 1% of all registered ENS names have their Twitter account added. Almost 1% have a URL. So yeah, I would like to see more, dApps and services to help people to get this done, and increase this from 1% to 2%.
Mm-hmm. I know I wrote an article for ENS Latinos Medium that was how to use Notion to save, pages and upload them to IPNS. And in the spirit of all the articles that, like, you know, were used to go up on the Medium, which I don't know why they stopped doing that. The DAO, I mean, they should get back to it because, frankly, like, content is king here.
Because Brantley's not there anymore.
Man, we can't leave the world to the overachievers.
I know. Well, then
they're supposed to show us the way, and we got to continue, man.
Someone needs to get it done. Yeah, but I mean, I have to let you guys know that kind of like approaching kind of the end for me, hour and a half into the stream. I think this is a good start to getting back into it. And yeah, what do you guys think? You guys enjoy?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it was a little hard for me to understand, to fully understand what it was going on. I understand that it is going to be big. I cannot realize the path that will follow all these NFTs, because for me NFTs was just JPEGs, and now like thinking about NFTs with behavior, with wallet access, with maybe a power to create transaction for itself, maybe like to trade even, or to have the behavior independent of, for example, of a game. Maybe like Wizard was saying, creating an avatar, and the avatar behavior is independent of the game, and the avatar has the behavior itself and can learn. I mean, there's a lot of things that it's hard to process.
The future's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
AI unicorns are coming to give us jobs.
Yeah, well, this whole talk was a lot more technical and in depth than you know. Yeah, and a lot of what we reviewed is back end stuff. You know what I mean? So it's not easy for me to absorb.
And in stream shit, like literally broken code that I need to update as soon as I get off.
Yeah, we helped you identify some areas that you can improve.
Yes, all of the areas.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, here for it.
Very cool. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for showing up. I wanna have these more often. I'm gonna see if I can do them consistently. I'm gonna see how many days a week I can do them. And yeah, and thanks for showing up, and looking forward to doing these again.
Let's go, man. Editorial calendar will save your life.
Yeah, right. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Talk to you guys soon.
Peace, man. Thanks for having me.
See everyone.